Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as promised in the previous video, if you watched it, this video is going to be on embassy interview questions for fee-paying students, or for one reason or the other you didn't apply for SI or didn't get the SI. So this is like, I brought my friend who was a fee-paying student and had a rigorous interview session
It's not
that
easy.
lasted for about, I think,
1 hour, 40 minutes.
You went to sleep
It
there.
is yo, 1 hour, 40 minutes. See,
So you see, she's even already talking about it. So basically, like, it's just like to get from experience the questions that she was asked, tips and just insights, and basically on how to help you also prepare yourself, for your own interview questions. So please come along and take a seat,
it'll be an interesting
take a
ride.
coffee or something. Let's go.
My dearest
Friend and guests, please introduce yourself.
Okay, hi once again, and welcome back to my friend's YouTube channel.
Channel.
Thank you once again for supporting her. Please continue to support her. So my name is Efia, and I am from Ghana. I'm currently studying Masters in International Business Strategy with Tinu
Yeah.
at Linnaeus University. I am a 75% scholarship holder from Linnaeus, and so I pay the remaining 25%. So today we are here to give interview tips from my perspective. But is an SI scholar, so she didn't go for an interview. But I did for a hot 1 hour, 40 minutes. I know some people will get for shorter ones and everything, but the most important thing here is to get like the best out of this, like the tips and everything to also help you in yours in case you get an interview.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay.
So
these were the questions. So some few ones. These are the ones I remembered, and they are 9. Okay. The one I remembered are 9, but there were more. But these were the ones that really threw me
like off balance.
And they are 9. So yeah. But the other ones, as time goes, as we go, and I remember, or as I'm answering, you have any questions for?
Yeah. So how was your? I mean, you applied for the residence permit, and then you got the appointment and the dates to visit. I'm sure there is no Swedish embassy in Ghana, so you had to come to
Abuja.
To Abuja in Nigeria. Nigeria is, we are still leading.
That fight, so I'm not ready today.
She came to the one of the best countries in the world,
of course,
Nigeria, for our interview. So like, how did you go, like, from start to finish? Like, what did you prepare for? What did you meet? How was it? Please.
So I had to travel the day before my interview. I had to leave Ghana, and I went to the airport. Was another, wahala. So I had to travel a day before. Don't go exactly the day,
because you don't know what might happen.
Exactly.
So
because that what you said is exactly true. Because even though I traveled the day before, I had to spend like 6 hours at Kotoka Airport because I use I use earpiece, and earpiece me, for 6 hours. I went there at Ghana time 4 a.m. My flight was supposed to be at 6 a.m. I left Ghana around like 12 or 1 p.m. Like, it was a whole lot of mess. But thankfully, I got to Abuja safely. Before that, you always watch YouTube videos on visa interview questions, like for students, why the school, why the program and all that. So I prepared myself around that, why Sweden and everything. So I had gotten to Abuja safely, and I got to the embassy an hour before my interview. So when I even went there, the embassy was not open, but there are seats in front that you could sit there.
So they even met you there.
So I was the first person to. As I sat down, that couple I was telling, the other Ghanaian couple I was telling about that they didn't get opportunity, they also came to join me. Then the other people, then the other people also, then the other people still came to join. So we started. Then later on, when you are ready, the security men will come, and then they'll ask you your name, and they will check through the list if indeed you are supposed to have an interview at that particular day and particular time. And then they will check you. They'll ask you to leave every document that is not needed. Then you can, except for the ones needed, then you can enter. Even my handkerchief, everything, you drop it, and then I went there. So as we said in the previous one, other people went ahead, and as they are there, definitely we are all, like waiting for our turn. The anxiousness is high and everything. But when they come out, the eyes is always red.
Our eyes are red.
Let me sit down well and say it.
I want them to hear you well, please.
When they come out, the eyes is red. And I'm not going to, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not lying. See, one even fainted. I was telling in my other, just this video, I said it. One even fainted. She fainted at the, we were all there before we realized, who? Somebody.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing.
See, all of us outside, we just panic like this because we didn't know, before we realized,
that's crazy.
One person has let the lady outside, and if you go to the embassy, you see the washroom is just right. She was there and they were pouring water on her. Then that's how we got to know that the intensity was going to be very, very high. The other people who came out all had red eyes. Now is my turn. Please, when you go to the interview, no matter what you see, like how whether somebody comes out smiling, comes out pained, I beg you, it's like it's your battle. Don't
keep your spirit high.
Don't because I was almost shattered. Like because I was like, because example that my other friend that came out, he was angry. Why would they ask him this question? Eventually, I told him that see, don't tell me what happened again. Let me go.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. So when I entered the room, she told me that she would like to take my picture of me first of all, my passport and everything. Now she said, give me your documents and please
what documents did you take along?
The documents I uploaded, like my passport,
your national passport,
my passport,
your
my
university
admissions, my proof of funds,
your bank statement.
My bank statement. Remember, when I was uploading, I first uploaded a 3-month bank statement. Then they asked for 6 months.
6 months later.
And as I was going for the interview, I went with a bank statement as at that day. So I've forgotten what day the 3rd of June was. But if it was a weekday, like let's say if it was a Monday, I had a bank statement that was made on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went there with at least a recent one. So let's say your interview is on Tuesday. You go there with a bank statement as at Monday. That's if you are from Ghana or something. But if you're in Nigeria and maybe you can print anywhere or something, so you can go. Some people even come with a bank statement as at the day of their interview. So make sure you are just going with a recent one. So even when I went there, I didn't even know. I just had that one as a plan B because I had gone there with the bank statements I had uploaded. But when I got there, she asked me a recent one. Yes, let me even say that one. She even asked me that she wants a recent one, not the one I uploaded. So I don't know which case officer. So then I gave it to her. That's how. So she started arranging the documents and checking them on the laptop on her screen. If all the documents are uploaded or the ones they requested for are the ones that I had brought. Then she asked me the questions. My interview. So I sent this is a chat to my friend. I was like, I just finished. Do you know they asked about literatures I'll be using? This one was not a planned question I had.
Literatures you will use for the course.
As my friend was like, those things are not necessary. I don't need them. I said, okay. Then I said, it's no joke. And it wasn't an easy interview too. Each of us spent 1 hour, 40 minutes. I went in at 10:40 and came out at 12:20. This lady asked me questions, which included, what are your practical preparations to Sweden? This first question threw me off. Because now I was thinking she would ask me, what program are you going to?
Why are you studying the program?
Exactly. The first question this woman just asked. And and she keeps telling you, just be calm. There's more time. Answer the questions. No rushing. And and I think one thing that also kept, like she types
your answer. So you're like, hey, I don't feel messed up.
Exactly. And please, later on she'll print for you. And that is another the thing in Sweden. That's one thing I realized too, was that some people read the printed paper the interviewer gives to you quickly, so they are not able to spot errors in their answers in the printed sheet. And so when they said, oh, everything is okay, and give it back to the interviewer, and she also submitted just as it is. That's another reason why some people too may be denied, because maybe they may have what you have said, she didn't hear it well to type it, and she gave it to you, and her truth is she gave it to you. You have all the time to read through. Mine was 8 pages. Me, I had time to read through all that she had typed. And then I said, and I was able to point across. I was like, my uncle takes care of me in school, but she had written my father takes care of me in school. And then and she was saying that because in my bank statement, it was showing my uncle's name, Richard. And and she had typed
my
that my father, Mr.
That's
Opoku, but Mr. Opoku is not reflecting in my bank statement.
And that's a contradictory statement.
Exactly.
And then they would have just thought you're trying to like
The
make
enemy
a
would
fool
have gotten
out of
me.
yeah.
Exactly. So you see another thing that was there. So please read it. So what are your practical preparations? Let me go straight to the point. Sorry for. So your practical preparation, I was like, currently I've had the admission. And I'm currently in a queue for housing. And also I've been saving towards my school, like with my bank statement here. And I'm currently here for the interview, hoping that it goes well. And afterwards, I'll try to book my flight and get to Sweden. So those were the practical things she was asking me. Yeah. So that was
Can I say something? Yeah, like as simple as what you said.
It didn't come easy like that.
Yeah.
I swear.
Like
I don't want the video to be long. That's why, because she had even told me that she was like practical preparation. I was like, I'm going to Sweden. She was like, I mean practical. She was 10.
So I feel like, sorry, I mean I wasn't there, so I'm not trying to like just make up something, but I feel like try to be as calm as possible and maybe try to document each step you make. Like you've gotten the admission, what are you doing next? Document it so like you have them, you know them. So when they ask all these questions, you're not making things up, you're not racking your brain, like you know them and you have them.
Yeah, and as much as she'll be telling you there's time, you yourself know it's a lie.
Yeah.
You know that it's a lie that there's time, because at that time you want to be thinking, you want to be saying things, and they're all jumbled in your head. And she's telling you there's time. Meanwhile, you yourself, there's so much tension, you're not even thinking. So please, like she said, and remember she said she had told me, because me, I told her I'm here for interview to go to Sweden. That was the first thing I had told her. She was like, no, I mean practical. Then I had to think again and then go. And remember, I was on my feet. I had to be thinking on my feet.
Well, you were standing.
No, you don't sit. I think I was sitting, but I think I was not comfortable with the seat.
I guess
Because right. Then she was like, the second one was like, what is your motivation for the studies? So as usual, we have all chewed and poor. My motivation is that I want to study this program, and then after the program, I'll find a job, to do well and everything. But I see that she's typing, and she's putting full stop in that short statement. I said, Madam, Madam, please, can I say again? She said, go. She said, say what you want to say. I was like, okay, I have a bachelor. Then I said it again. I said, Madam, I have a bachelor's in marketing from my home university, and that I had always wanted to study something related to international business. And so when I saw this program, I wanted to do that. And I also went back to even add that when I was in school, that entrepreneurship fair for SMEs, and we saw international companies coming in and everything. And so that was another thing that motivated me, because I went for seminars on international business and everything. And so when I saw that, I was like, okay, I would like to study in some European country. And then I saw among the country I selected Sweden, and then I said that my university gives me that, and so that's why I'm here. Like, that was a motivation. Then she typed them plain, and I was happy with the answer. Then she was like, the thing was, how are you going to access your money in Sweden? I had not dreamt of this question. I had not planned of this question. What does that even mean? How are you going to what? Access your money in Sweden. Somebody would think that, oh, she would just say it's easily, but I had not planned for that particular question. So I was like, okay, my money. So she meant my money here, my current bank statement. So I was like, I will go to my bank and then tell them I'm traveling, and that put a specific amount on my Visa card that is going to be enough for me for some months in Sweden. For some months in Sweden, and then also withdraw some of the money from my account and change them into, because we don't have Swedish krona is not I don't know. They have it's an exotic. It's not an exotic currency or something. They have a term for I forgot it, but it's not among this USD and Euro and pound. It's not among them, so they don't. So you just have to change them into into
dollars
euros.
or pound or euros. Yeah, euros or dollars.
Yes. That, and you don't even get Danish krona in Ghana or Nigeria. I don't know. So it's it's always euro or dollars. That's So those are the two things I had told her, that I'll go for a Visa card, increase my limit, and also change some of my money, and then get to Sweden. And she wrote that. Remember, she's writing everything down. And she said, how are you funding your studies? She said, how am I funding my studies? So I remember that if you get, just like SI will send all your documents to migration. So your case officer or the one interviewing you has your profile. Yeah. So she already knew that I have my 75% tuition scholarship from LNU. So, but I still told her that I have a 75% tuition scholarship from LNU, which is also going to sponsor which is going to fund my studies.
Yeah.
And additionally, I have a guardian who's my uncle, who's also sponsoring me. And also, I'm working. And so, because I had known that, or I've always known that I will be studying my master's abroad, I was saving towards that. I remember that these things are reflecting in my bank statement. So in my bank statement, she can see that the inflows of my salary. She can see my uncle, putting in money, building the account, because I was like, about to travel. She could see me, myself, my money, and everything. Yeah. So these were the things that I had told her. And then she said, why do you want to study this program in Sweden and not Ghana?
Why do you want to study this program in Sweden and not Nigeria or in your context?
Yeah, okay. I give her a very quick answer. I didn't waste time on this one. I said, Madam, please, I want to study international business. And Ghana is not international.
Say it on it.
So I was like, Madam, please, I want to study. But I was like, Madam, no Ghanaians, you like, please. I was like, Madam, please, I would like I'm studying this program in Sweden because my program is an international business program, and all throughout my education, from my primary to my university, I've had it all here in Ghana. And so now, to be able to really gain this knowledge and be able to apply it, I'll have to get that international knowledge, international context
as well.
Yes, because there's international business program in Ghana, in Legon, in KNUST, in Gimpa, there is, but no. Because if I'm studying in Ghana, I'm studying international business, but I'm in Ghana. What is that? We're
still the same people.
Yes, but when I'm in Sweden, I'm studying international business.
With international students.
Exactly.
From different countries.
Exactly. Because now in our courses, you can then
have different
Europe, everything.
Asia.
All of them. That one is international. So so there I could see that she was doing her head like this. Yes. Because maybe that was not the answer she was expecting from me. But I told her that if I'm studying international business, then I have to have international experience. So that my answer was very, very short for her. She didn't look creative.
That was good actually.
Yeah, so
that was good.
Yeah. He said, what program are you going for? So I told her I'm going for Masters International Business Strategy at Lenius University. And then she said, if you apply to other programs, mention them. So, and the universities. So I remember in the study in Sweden Telegram page, and people forgot it.
Oh,
some people forgot the.
I can't forget.
Some people forgot the program, and then like some people they mixed it. Like let's say I applied for Master International Business at Lenius. I'll say Master International Business at Gothenburg. Like but I don't know if the embassy really confirmed. I don't buy your case officer may confirm it. Case officers they have time for you.
Because if you're submitting your university admission, everything is there. Exactly. So why are you saying something contrary to what you have? So you have to
exactly. So then I had to tell her. So I mentioned, because I applied for 4 programs from
different universities.
Yeah, from different universities. That's why. So I have to. It's like syllabus of your program.
Bro, I wouldn't have. Okay, maybe if I was going for the interview, I would have prepared for it, but I wouldn't.
You prepare for waiting. Syllabus. Okay. What is syllabus doing here?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Please ask us better questions now. That's how I think my friend was angry like this because it's not the questions they were not making sense.
Syllabus, wow.
Syllabus. Me, I was found wanting for this one. Syllabus. Like, what is a syllabus?
So, pro tip for the courses that for the courses that you've been admitted or the program you've been admitted to, check the syllabus. Actually, just know like maybe there's entrepreneurship, international business, emerging market, like the key things or something. That's what I think. But we have the person who experienced it here, so
yeah, I was confused because you said something like that, something like courses. So she remember question 8 was like syllabus. The next one she was like courses. So, but the syllabus one was what I was just that was like syllabus.
So what did you say?
I remember I said something though, and she was like, "That's not what she's talking about." So I think the syllabus. I think that we will mention maybe
methodology,
international of entrepreneurial firms, like some
of
the
knowledge based, like in Sweden. Okay, maybe for instance in Sweden, what we are doing methodology. Previous one we did knowledge based.
Yeah.
So those are the syllabus. Then the courses under it are like the courses.
Which courses are there again?
I don't know.
Please. So me, but I remember one thing she was like, what syllabus? So I think I remember I mentioned the organization of entrepreneurial firms. Like I mentioned those, like the program we are doing for that particular semester. Because for that one I had put them in my hair. Yeah. Then she was
I knew that one because I saw it on the list.
Then she was like, courses. So this was where I had paused. And I was coming to mention them again. My please let me not forget this. My interviewer was very stern. She'll be like a lady between her early 50s something.
Wow.
She's very stern. If she says no, it's no. So I was repeating the same because it was like
Sounds like
no.
no.
So I don't know what happened. I told her, okay, business administration, marketing. I saw her typing. She didn't complain. Yeah.
So it also means that be watching them as well, like be
Yeah.
sensitive, right?
She didn't complain.
Wow.
So because when she had said syllabus, I had mentioned the one we just said, like for the semester.
Because that's what me I know as syllabus.
And the ninth question was, what courses are part of your program? Okay, so syllabus of your program for the first semester.
For the first semester.
So that was when I mentioned the one for the semester. So she was like, courses. Me and you, syllabus and courses. Me, I didn't know the differences. I was repeating the thing. She was like, no. So automatically, me, I just said business administration, marketing, economics. And she started typing. So yeah, she didn't complain. I said, thank God though. And she said literature used for your program.
Literatures are what? The one we are using is for next.
That plenty books name. What do you call Kabuskill? Me, I didn't know. I said, madam.
What did you say? Because it's funny.
I see, I was sweating.
Even me, I'm sweating for you.
The seat was hot. I go like those who go will see it. There's a shelf, like glass, and there's a small space that you see. Sometimes I come forward, she'll be like, go back. Sometimes I go back, she'll be like, come forward.
Oh my god.
The interview was hot. The interview was not easy. So I think like Thursday, I was like, madam, please, I have no idea.
You said it.
I don't know. What do I say?
Hey. But I mean, it worked for you, so you're being honest.
See, the question she has. This is one the ones that I remember. These are the ones. Then she came to the ones on the bank statement.
How did you get the money?
She was like, for the bank statement, she was like, who is sponsoring me again? Then I mentioned, she was like, what work is my sponsor doing? How much does my sponsor earn? What is the name of the company
your sponsor is working
my sponsor works in? My company, what do my company do? Is my after and then she was like, oh, another important thing. She was like, so these questions, honestly, sorry, these questions were questions from my interviewer. So after that's how the thing was 1 hour and something. After we have finished that one. I thought I was done. You know, this lady removed another paper. She said, this is the questions from your case officer. Wow. See my hands. They touch my hands. you're still feeling this. I still touch my hands now.
I didn't touch them.
I still feel the anxiety, the I just feel everything. She was like, this is a question from your case officer. Then my case officer said that in my application in the Illinois University, I applied for Master's International Business Strategy. And second one, I applied for Tourism and Sustainability in the same Illinois University.
Oh, really?
Yes. And then the other two for University of Maladelin and Gavle were also business related, leadership and sustainability. My case officer asked my interviewer to ask me that if I said I want to do international business strategy, why then did I choose international business? Why did I choose sustainability and tourism and sustainability as my second choice?
So, what did you say?
Once again, I had to think. It was not easy on my feet. I told her that, tourism and international business and tourism and sustainability all have an international business focus. And I told her that with my marketing background, I can see that in the international business and I can see that in the tourism and sustainability part. And I told her that if I'm able to learn the international business strategy, that same one also reflects in the, what do you call it, tourism and sustainability, because it's still business, and Ghana is still, I added all this, that Ghana is currently, like one of the emerging markets and also very good with tourism and hospitality. So that's how come I have studied this program, because I knew that even if I don't get international business, studying tourism and sustainability will still help me, because my focus was to come back home and help these aspects, like the tourism and sustainability, or the, what do you call it, the SMEs, that particular, because there are so many SMEs in Ghana, like the hotels, the food industry and everything, who are all helping. So there, and always be looking at her faces. Her face was also good. She was typing everything that she wanted. Yeah. And I think she also asked me that when after school,
What will you do
after school? What will I do after school? What will you do? This question is a very, very tricky question. Most often you'll be like, after school, I'll look for work. That's the simplest, that's the most realistic answer I could ever give. After school, I'll look for work. But that's not what she wants, that migration wants to hear. So I told her that after school, I'll come back home. And when
school, you do what?
I'll come back home. Okay. And when I come back home, and one thing, I was very honest with my answer, about this SM, because of the exhibitions I used to go with USA and everything.
So it made sense.
Everything was just like, that's something, everything was just making sense. And when I'm talking, you could see the passion with which I'm talking. And you know that after she has printed everything and you are reading, when you go, come and tell us what happened. After she has printed your answers for you, read the last part. You see that interviewers' comments. She will write what she thinks about what she saw about you, and she wrote that she's confident in what she is saying. Her experience reflects, and then I believe that she will come back. She has said that in her comments. So remember that whilst I was in the university, I was going for seminars and everything. And after school, when I was working with my company, it was an SME company, and so we used to go for conferences by USA and European Union. So I was seeing SMEs. Like I was just reflecting. So I was like, I'll come back home and work with GEPA, Ghana Export and Promotions Authority. And she was like, oh, okay, that's good. So my case officer also had, this, and I promise you the questions were a lot. There were a lot, but I think so far, these were the ones that I remember. But there were a lot, and it's like one question after the other. One question after the other. And then the bank statement should be like, I saw that you removed this amount of money.
They always ask that.
What was it used for? Because you said you are saving and you moved this big amount of money. I don't know if I even answered that question, but I knew I said something. And she will always look at the inflows and then the outflows. You say somebody is sponsoring you, let the person's name reflect and all that. So yeah, I think let me check if you also sent me some questions. But so far these were mine.
If you have more, I'll add them in the description.
Yeah, these were mine.
Remember, and you send it to me, I'll add in the description.
Yes, this were mine. But my interview was hot. And like I said, all the 5 or 6 of us who went into the room, like under that canopy to go in one by one or something. But there were people who went and they spent like 20 minutes and they came back. This is my friend and the husband that went for like 20 minutes. They unfortunately they were denied.
Wow.
And I think that, and also, when I came out from the embassy, there were also other Ghanaians who had also gone in. So I got to also hear the experience. Some people even had 10 minutes. They interview, but they had 10 minutes.
But did they get it?
Some of them I wouldn't know. But when I come back, I always come and check the Telegram. Because some people were saying, someone was like, my interview was like 2 hours, but they got it. Somebody's own was like 10 minutes, they didn't get. Somebody's own was like 15 minutes, they got. So I think it's always like what you wrote. And please, I forgot one thing. My letter of motivation was one of the things you kept, because I said I'll come back home and work with GEPA. She was like, what does GEPA do? What's the meaning of GEPA?
So if you lie, they will catch you.
Yes. So the focus is all on the letter of motivation and also like your program. Because how would I have thought that my case officer would think that I wouldn't come back home, or I don't know what I'm about, because I had chosen international business strategy, and then the second one I was choosing tourism and sustainability. So if I had not thought, if I was not able to explain to the lady that they're all both international business, they all both have my background marketing in them, they would have think that I don't know what I'm about. Maybe I just want to come to Sweden and do whatever I want to do. And then they are very strict on sieving the people, between those who really want to come here and study and have the means, and those who want to come and study and they don't have the means, and those who want to come here and come and work. They are trying so hard. So please. So one thing I was also, like you said, I was looking at was her reaction, because if I was giving an answer and I could see the way she's doing, I just said, Madam, please, can I? I always said, Madam, please, can I say it again? She said, okay. Madam, please, can I say it again? She said, okay. And she'll be typing. Some of them are not fast type, and I'm sure that's all part of why I took that 1 hour 40 minutes, because and she remember it's your destiny at hand. So she also has to be careful with what she's typing. And I think, to summarize it all, go. You can never be prepared for the interview. That's what I would say. But I won't say go prepared. You can, because I was very prepared. The kind of questions I had watched and gathered from YouTube videos and everything, and from people, it was crazy. But when I went, I think only 1 or 2 of almost like 20 questions I had came. The rest were they were just throwing me off anywhere. But thank God that I had prepared for that. And please, he or she will always give you what she has typed.
So
please, even if it will take you 1 hour.
Look through
So, because me, that particular one was a very, very drastic error. If she had submitted it for me,
that would have been
my case officer will be saying that this girl, I don't see her
She's
left
not
or her right.
trustworthy.
Because you are saying that the money, then my uncle's name was showing so many times. So you are saying that, and so this person is the one who takes care of you, who is sponsoring your education. So why are you now saying that it is your father?
Somebody else.
Yeah. How is that possible? When is your father's name in the money? In the bank statements, so please try some. And I think there were other errors too that she had. And she was like, who do I take care of in Ghana? So these were questions related to home ties. So she asked me that, I'm put that whole frame in my head. She asked me that, who do I take care of?
Maybe you are coming because sorry.
Yeah, no.
Some people like come obviously like being a patches, but like the people come and totally forget about education and just because they want to like left home to feed home.
Yeah,
so that's why they're asking
exactly.
like, do you have people that that are expecting you to be doing something for them?
Exactly.
Exactly.
I think she also asked me how many siblings
do you have?
And remember, please, this question saying the thing threw me up and I was hot on that sitting. I didn't lady is not asking the question systematically.
So is any
she starts from somewhere and throw you somewhere. And one thing too that I kept noticing, I've always seen this on YouTube video, is that she's picking words from what I have said. Because she had asked me, how many siblings are you? I said, oh, we are two. She's asking how, like, who's taking care of you and everything. I said, oh, obviously my uncle, my parents are separated. She was asking, and then she doesn't ask any question about that again. She goes and asks me different questions. But that bank statement thing, she got like 10 many questions from that bank statement. But she asked me, who do I take care of besides myself? And sometimes you may lie, you may say that you don't take care of anybody, or it's only you that you take care of yourself. But me, I told her, so it's my mom that I take, because we are Africans,
to be honest.
Because sometimes if you go and lie to her, she will be laugh at you and know that this girl is a liar, or this boy is a liar. Because how can you say you are married and you be like, oh, I take care of only me and myself and my son. Now what about your wife?
You see, exactly.
So me, I told her I take care of my. I told her me I had, even though it was a tough interview, I had an open conversation with her, because I told her I'm very more close to my mom. So my mom is the one that I most of the time give some of my money to. She didn't ask me any question about that one.
And they like honesty.
Exactly.
Don't not honesty that will lead you into something else. Can keep something like when it comes to some things, be honest. Because when you lie, in one way or the other, when they ask a question again, maybe like 5 minutes down the line or 10 minutes down the line, you come back and you now say something else. Exactly. Then they will now catch you.
That's what she was doing to me. She was doing that to me. I'm not kidding. Because like it was just to confirm like all that I have. Somebody would be like, just give simple short answers. But my friend, you try so hard to give short answers. She will still find questions, and sometimes that short answers will not even justify the answers enough. You get it? So please, just go as much prepared as you can be. And your university, right? She also asked me, why do I want to come to Sweden? Okay. Let me put a question of flowing. He said, why do I want? Oh, but it was very, automatic. And she said, why did I choose my university? I think I didn't bring those questions first, because those questions didn't throw me off. It was these ones that rather threw me off. She was like, why did I choose? What's the name of my university again? Why did I choose the university? Look at the questions here. Why did I choose the? Talk to my. Why did I choose the university? Why did I choose the program? Why did I choose Sweden? This was the thing she had asked me. Yeah.
So you also have to know these things. Or do you want to? Do you have a short answer?
I was like, oh, me, I don't want to give a short to me. I was not ready to waste time for that one. I didn't know that hotter ones were coming. So she was like, why did I choose the university? I was like, oh, I chose university Linux because it's AACSB accredited. Yeah, it is. And it's among one of the maybe best. Me, I don't know about that one, but I just said that it's the best. I didn't want to say 100 because I didn't see it in the list. Yeah. So I said among the best 200 universities in the world, according to a QS standard. And I also got 75% scholarship. Yeah. And I also said that they give 75% scholarship.
So that was an attraction.
Though that was what me I told her. She was like, why did you choose Sweden? I said, oh, inclusivity and diversity,
innovation and sustainability,
and they're on the forefront. Number one for sustainability. Me, I always say Germany, but you say Sweden. No. So me, I didn't lie, and I also had traveled before. So she had also asked why I didn't go to that country. That me, I'm coming here. And I told her that, and so I got 75% from this particular place, and I also like my program has a bit of sustainability in it. And since this country is on the forefront of sustainability, I wanted to have a hands-on experience about my program as well as sustainability. That's how come I chose this particular program. Country. So like that, I think I've answered. And why the program, right? Yeah, so the program, I told I have a I always think back to my bachelor's. I told I have a bachelor's in marketing, and I see it's related to this program. And once again, I want to go back home, work with GEPA, and then with SMEs who want to export their products to countries in Europe. So everything was basically, no matter how much you pushed me to the corner, everything came back to being aligned. No matter, So I think those are the mini ones, but the major ones that
were the ones you shared earlier. But I think based on what you said, I think one of the things that also helped you was the fact that like you had planned, and also like you knew what you wanted, why you were doing what you want.
Exactly.
So I feel like for anyone watching as well, like for all the courses you've chosen, know why you're choosing the courses, read a bit about them, have a motivation. I'm doing this because of this, and always link it to like your context, maybe Nigeria or Kenya or Ghana or something. Like why how is it going to help your country or something, and that you want to go back to your home country.
And I think she also asked me about the application fee. You said how much did she asked me? She asked me. I think I'm so sorry because like I'm not bringing these things up because these were minor things that like they didn't, like everybody or most people can answer. Especially if you did the application yourself. I think that they are now flowing. These were mini ones, but the major ones So she asked me how much I paid for the application. And oftentimes, and she also asked me to list the universities according to how I applied.
You applied,
Before she asked me even the programs and everything. So I think the best thing to do is like she said like have the motivation, have a plan, and also to read about your university, find some facts about your university, because they'll automatically ask you why do you choose university. They also automatically ask you why are you choosing why do you want to do this program in this country and not your country,
in your home country.
Sometimes it's very obvious that the program is in your country, but you may have you just have a different reason, like a realistic one of why you want to go. So I think those ones will really help. And please don't forget me, I will still say again, after she has typed or he has typed,
go through it.
Read, you see errors, Some people may not, they may not have a longer interview session. And post own will be very, very brief, very, very, very. Please, everybody's case is different. So me, when I came and I said some people had 10 minutes, I wish I had 10 minutes. So when I went back home, let's be honest with each other. Oh God, this looks like I will not get to because the question she has asked me, I didn't know.
You are wondering why? What did I do?
But when I told Nonsa, he was like, you did well. When I called my uncle, then I gave him this 9 questions I had written the answers. He was like, you did so well. You will get it. I was like, are you sure? Are you sure? Because as I was there, I'm going forward, I'm going back, I'm sweating. That room that is AC, you can see,
Yes.
At some point, she asked me that should we pause a little because to me like this interview was hard. It was nothing like I had planned.
Yeah.
And so when I go home, that's another interview for another day. When I go home, suddenly it's reading, please be when you go and join that page, every case is different, because some people go one day right after the interview and biometrics, they get the response. Your permit is approved. Your permit is denied. Your permit is approved. Me, 1 month and whatever, I was not hearing anything. I lost up. I said, God, it's like as if I'm not going to this way,
Wow, that's
because that the way I interview, I was like, God, me, is it like as if I'm not? Ask my son. I had the chat here on my phone. Like, look at as if this interview didn't go well. So because some people like it was just crazy. You be just studying, so you open up your eyes. Somebody's like, my application is accepted.
See, I'll be honest, with that study in Sweden, that's why I don't think I ever mentioned it here because I joined. I think as soon as because me and my friend back home as well, we joined the group. But at some point, I didn't exit the group, but like I stopped checking because it was discouraging and it was giving me tension. It was giving me unnecessary tension.
Don't join.
So I checked whatever information I need that is crucial. I get it. Anyone that is making me feel like even with SI, imagine. No, before I actually even got the SI at all, before I even got, someone was like, blah, 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 blah. People that, and people always come with like so many think pieces, so many things that are not verified. So I left before the result. I just left. I'm like, please, I don't want to have hypertension.
And me, I was always going to migration Statistics Thursday. No, Statistics Thursday on Facebook. You know, my coaching has Statistics Thursday on Facebook. That they put statistics, like it's like ask questions. Some people will ask. That's how come I knew just somebody will ask that. How many Ghanaians applied for studies in Sweden from May to this particular date, and how many were accepted and how many were denied? You know, like people ask like a whole. So I was always desperation won't kill me because people studies really know everybody that I've gotten and some of the people that I've met at the interview because I took contacts to know. That's how come I got to know some reasons why some people were denied, and I got to know most of them was about bank statement, like the calling, the email, and no response from the bank and everything. So I got to know that okay, somebody has been accepted, somebody has not been accepted. And please, the days and the times and the months for people for approval and rejection is different for everybody.
It's different for everybody. So don't put pressure on your life.
Exactly. Please. But if after 1 month, if after 2 months, 3 months, you're not hearing anything, I think say you send email say ask the case officer that. But me, before we close, the one that I was telling you, I think you just go to migration, you'll see that you'll be able to know that you just mention your university or your application number, and they will show you where your case is, and you can always get the case officer's number or email. You email them and you follow up that, because I did that 2 or 3 times. It was before summer, I did that summer break, especially this period. So case officers were changing, nobody was replying, but eventually my case officer replied and like my application is still in progress, but she's currently going on a summer holiday and she's transferring my case to this case officer. So she gave me his name and his email to email. I still have the email here. So I reached out to that particular person. That particular person said he's still working on my case. So I think after 3 days or so, I got on June 12th July 12th that your permit is approved. That's when I didn't believe it was after NSPPD. I was like, God! After NSPPD, I was like, God no shame me, because that interview was hot one. But God did. I'm happy. That interview was. You see, my hand is so cold though. Oh my God. But we wish everyone the best. Try to get as much information. And we hope that even though we're taking like a lot and everything, we hope you are still able to take some tips from this, because honestly, this from my own personal experience and some of the experience of others, it will help you work on your bank statements, your plans, your motivation, be prepared. But you can't be prepared enough, but just be strategic about everything. So you'll be fine. Let me just add a few. Like when you were talking, I was just noticing some things that it's not easy, but like be confident. Be confident. It's not easy also, but be calm. Like even when we do like presentations in class, I'm shaking, but like you will not see it in me that I'm shaking. Like just taking a deep breath. Like be fighting your battles. Everybody's a stone. I'm telling you. So you're answering like like give confidence. Even if you're not, be confident. I say be confident. It's okay. Be confident. That's Nigerian English for you. See, we have this fight. Ghana will say confident. I also say confident. Nigeria will say confident. Your accent is always showing. Please, we are British and USSA. After this video, we're always saying doctor. Video will fight, but don't worry, we'll not fight there. Also, try to maintain eye contact. It's very important. Be coherent. Be realistic. And be coherent again. It's very important. Like if you're saying something in A and the next one you're saying is Z, like it's giving you're making things up or something like that. Also, and me, something that I don't know whether it works or not. I smile. It might be weird, but just don't smile too much. But like just try. Like if that's meant to, whatever helps you relax or something, do it. But most importantly, like everything she has said, I don't think I can say any other thing. Know your program, why you're doing what you're doing, your motivation, everything. Why the country? Why not this? Why not that? Please, like even from now, start like gathering everything and try to, I don't know, be calm, honest. Because if you're not calm, you say things that it will not add up to whatever she has said. And she will send it just as it is. She doesn't add or remove. And they might even be smiling, but they'll be doing you shaking. Jesus, I've learned lecture. They'll be smiling, but they're not happy with you. No. So please, and then lastly, as I said, pray. I did. Prayer is, that's all I can say. Just only I said that my faith was
No, but I feel like there's a reason for everything.
I crowed. I
Honest.
crowed for it. I crowed, you know.
So we're 3 people in my, I think 4, because Ben also applied apparently.
Yeah.
So
Margaret.
did Margaret apply for SI?
I bet no.
No, it was you, Jesse, Ben, and I that applied. And then they picked somebody from Ghana or somebody from Nigeria.
Can you imagine? But they did well though. They are good people, you know, they blend, they try to blend. And then they have removed us now.
Sorry. It's because people have bad character. So be like us. But let's talk about that off camera. But yeah, I really hope like you guys got like, please, like everything she has said. I feel like she couldn't have said it any better, and they were as raw and as realistic as
I give you my all. I give you my all, honestly. And I hope like you take the best from it and the interview goes smoothly for you.
Yeah. Amen. Amen.
And the SIT is coming.
Yes.
Some will laugh like your laugh. Some will crowd my crowd.
And then
but God is God.
Exactly.
He's good, you know.
There's a reason for honesty.
If you decide not to come again, because you know, Jesse was saying somebody didn't get the LN. I think that some people do not have all it takes of the forms, the application for the SI. So they go for the ones that they can, which is the university. And so if that one failed, it looks like all option has failed, especially if you don't have sponsors or something. So automatically, like, I won't come again. That one is another story. There are some who applied for both the university,
LNU,
and then it happens that none of them works out. There are some who also get the LNU, the university, and not get the SI. There are some who will not get the SI, but everything is okay. Honestly. So if you decide to come, we will be happy to see you. Just say hi to Tinu.
And then
you will meet wherever you're coming from.
Especially you're in Linus University.
Don't mind, we'll come to Stockholm. If you're in Stockholm, we'll come together. If you're in Gable, we'll come to Lu. If you're in Lu,
you have money.
You all meet as Africans. It's nice to have an African, you know, community here. So maybe that if you decide not to come and try again, because I almost did. I almost did want to come. Like that's 2025. God did me well, because imagine, I was telling Jesse, imagine that I had said, okay, I don't like the LNU. Even if I got 75, I won't come because it's not enough. And I'll apply in 20.
Now they've reduced.
Now they've removed Ghana now. God is good.
See, so everything everything works like there's a reason for everything. So
if you come, see. If you wouldn't, we see you.
Just please, I think last thing, maybe not last, but please, at least if you don't get the SI or you get the LMU, or at least get something. Or if you don't get any of them, at least have support from home. Language is a major thing in Sweden. I feel like I said it in one of my videos. So it's not very easy to get a job. It's not if you understand the language, or you have some like special skills that you can drive, you can ride or something. You can get all like these jobs like working with Uber Eats or Volt or something in here. You know, but if
distributing newspaper,
all those kind of things,
you need language.
You need language. So please, at least have some sort of like support from home. Then you can combine them. But if you don't have any, I really hope you do. But if you don't have any, please try to maybe just chill and do it other time, because it's not. You will start questioning your life decisions when you come, and it's not easy. So, any final words on this topic or something before we round off?
You're looking pretty.
You too.
Thanks. I think that all I'll say is everybody's journey is different. Our paths are all different, but we all hope for the best. But I think that we should all do what we humanly can do as possible. Like you said, the planning, being strategic, reading instructions,
very important.
When you finish, all you say is, God, everything is in your hands. And I always said, I prayed before application, whether for the school, for the SI, for the LNU. I prayed during and I prayed after. You don't stop praying till you have the evidence.
What you're looking for. And even when you have it, you still pray. You still pray.
Before we go. What I know how I get with the DHL delivery. I said Ghana we suffered.
What delivery?
You know when the permit comes now. Now it's left with how to get it.
Oh, my brother was in Abuja, so he brought it to Lagos.
This girl, we're talking about we are far away. I'm in Abuja. So you know another. So you go to Abuja Embassy. They say that we can't find your. The story so. They say that the Abuja Embassy will tell the DHL people that we can't find your permit as of today. So come tomorrow. See, I have all the emails here. See, meanwhile, to you, I've booked your flight to hope because your school is saying come 2nd September or something.
And you can't leave you can't go into Sweden without your residence permit.
I tell you, and then they'll go. The embassy that same embassy that told you that your application has been granted. Is that same embassy telling DHL the ask that maybe this Monday they are not finding your permit, so the DHL should come tomorrow. Should come tomorrow. It was the 4th day that I fired some prayers on them, and I don't know how I did it. I said, God of NSPPD, show fire on these people. The man went there. I was there. I got a call from the DHL person in Ghana. And was like, hello, the DHL courier said he has received your permit. I said, like the father would throw you. I think the next 2 days I just flew to Sweden because come on. Yeah, so please don't do anything.
Don't stop praying.
Prayer is good. So be it that the outcome comes out good or bad, you should learn to be thankful. Yeah. So everything will be fine.
Thank you very much for
it's a pleasure please invite me again.
I will invite you for
I won't come.
You will.
I won't come. I won't come.
I don't even
I won't come.
LNU application, like the how to apply for LNU scholarship. Yeah, like in October. I'm booking in ahead of October.
Okay, yeah.
So
that wants to be another interview. It was hot. Yeah, that's good.
Oh wow. So thank you so much, honestly, for like
pouring
into this and sharing your washing your dirty linen in public.
It was hot seat though. It was a hot seat.
Thank you so much. We wish you the very best.
Yeah,
and we hope to see you
in Sweden.
So
you know say this Swedish word.
Hey, yeah, Swedish. You know, I forgot to say you can't watch this video up to this.
Hey, Chena.
What? You have to subscribe. Tell them to subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Please subscribe to Tinu's YouTube channel. Please like, comment, share. Please, we need it so that people will know
about it.
Please bless my girl. Okay, I beg you, just be sharing, be liking, be watching. We really appreciate that. God bless you.
A few Swedish words, which is very important, is jag älskar dig. It means I love you in Swedish.
And what again? Hey, that is all. I love you is all you learn. How do you say congratulations to? Congratulations to them. Gratis.
Happy birthday to you. I know her state in Korea comes. No, she's like, no. What? How do they say? I don't know. Chukaye. Yeah, chukaye in advance. And you said gratis. That one is enough for them. See you. Bye.